Hello! Welcome to Chapter 8 and the final episode of our Season 1 Stranger Things commentary. This is the Upsidedown. So we're finally going to get our first look. Or a really clear look, I guess I should say. We saw a little bit of like how it looked in the woods. I think we're going to see like the full extent of it.
Yeah.
And now we have our heroes have been captured by the nefarious forces of the United States government. It's such a bastard. He just milks it out.
I know.
It's just kind of funny because I'm kind of like, for all their like cloak and dagger kind of bullshit, they haven't figured anything out. They have
I
no
know.
idea what's going on. They weren't even trying to find the Upside Down. They found it by accident, and literally a bunch of kids figure this shit out. What the Demogorgon is, they were trying to find out what it is. Like a teenage girl and guy figured it out. Like I'm like, you guys are like, but again, it's just like kind of the classic, portrayal of really like these government agencies in the '80s where they were just there to kind of be evil and ruthless. They weren't necessarily as in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other people always figured shit out, and I love how out of all the people in this story right now, they are probably the most clueless to what is actually going on. And that's kind of fascinating when you think about it.
Bitch, you tried to cover up his. I guess not death, but.
So that's a no. I'm getting a no. I've never been tasered before. I've actually talked to a few people who actually have, which maybe says a little bit about the circle of people I've moved with in my life, but I've always heard that it hurts, yes, but it's more or less how kind of strange it feels too. It's most unnerving. It's like for a split second, your whole body's kind of just like short circuiting.
Yeah.
Hopper looks like he's just so beaten down by life that at this point, the taser just looks like a mild irritant to him. I love how like even in this moment here, he's still very much the cop, and this is almost like his interrogation room. Like he's the one kind of in control here.
Yeah.
It's a nice wide angle lens. Poor Ella was like, don't ask me, don't make me tell. Don't make me be the one who has to tell.
I don't want to be a tattletale.
I love that mist in the background.
Mm.
This is like one of the coolest scenes coming up in this whole season. Like the battle with the Demogorgon.
Their poor house.
That house is kind of the biggest victim in this whole show.
I know.
Like, everyone always talks about like how badly everyone got fucked over. How about that house? Like, damn. If walls could actually talk,
Right.
they would say, ow. Ooh. Seriously, that's the bat I use in Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
For the longest time, that was the strongest weapon for Cloud.
Fucking bear trap. God damn.
It's like, is he not, like, incapable of walking into a room without being a completely, like, disconcerting bastard?
No.
Again, this is what I was trying to always figure out. So, did he sell out 11?
That's what it sounds like. Like, officially, yes. But obviously, no. I'll wait till we get there.
I mean, I know there's more that happens at the end, but it's one of those weird things. I'm like, but I know he wants to save Joyce's son, but at the same time, it's like you're kind of sacrificing one kid for another.
Yeah. Well, but he also wants to protect the other three boys.
Yeah. Well, then again, unless he thinks for better or for worse, they want 11, so they're not going to kill her.
Yeah.
So at least she'll be alive, whereas Will, if he stays there, he's going to die.
At least until season 2. I'm assuming.
It's funny the way those doors open. It's kind of the way the doors in Aliens open.
It sounds dumb, but it's always so cool. Every time I see them, I'm like, those are some cool elevator doors. Which sounds really stupid.
Yeah, it really does. I'm glad you understand. Again, I'm wondering if they're going to bring this up, though, in season 2. Like, hey, you sold him out, da 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 da.
But at the same
or
time,
her out, I mean.
I guess at this point, it's the last episode, so we're kind of in spoiler territory anyways.
Well, I'm kind of assuming you guys have all watched this
Again,
by now.
I know. But I'm pretty sure, don't we see this all got shut down anyways? So maybe that's why he's saying, yeah, you can have the girl. Because he's like, obviously if they find Will, that's going to kind of...
Again, unless it's just for better or for worse, they're thinking, like, hey, at least they're not going to kill her.
Yeah, maybe.
But at the same time, look at the life she's leading. It's almost like, isn't death better?
Yeah.
The last time we're going to see this intro for the season. I sincerely hope they don't change it for season 2.
Oh, I doubt it.
I think if anything, when the logo fully forms, it'll probably have the 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, it will, because technically it's called.
Well, yeah, but I'm hoping they don't, like...
No, I doubt it. They'll probably just do everything the same, except have the 2 come up right at the end.
Yeah. They just do some shitty, like, dubstep track on it. Like, oh no. Starts off normal, but then the beat just drops.
Jesus.
It's like, uh-oh.
And basically have like the two come up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is probably going to happen. I heard they're releasing season 1 on VHS too. Which is cool, but I'm like, who the hell has a VHS player?
I know.
Or who's got a VHS player? That's how you know how long it's been. A VCR. I love this. Like, obviously, the floaty stuff, I'm pretty sure, is all digital. And probably the lighting is digital, too.
Like
but
filtered.
Yeah, but I'm wondering how much of the background is there. I'm wondering, is this on a green screen, or is this like, are they there? They built a partial set.
I'm sure they bought built parts of it.
And here we're gonna see Hopper's really tragic backstory.
Yeah. That poor adorable little girl.
I know. So, it was curious to see how they get little kids to act like this. It's when you think about it, you kind of take it for granted, but for a child to really kind of act
believably.
Yeah. God, it's so shitty what happened to him. And it kind of justifies his, oh so charming demeanor.
Yeah, see, I think they added all that crap in the ground. And like the really curly trees, but
yeah.
I mean, obviously they probably did film him walking on some grass or whatever. No,
I was gonna be like, nope, but do it anyway.
Again, couldn't you just got a fucking raw steak and throw it on the ground or something?
Unless it's got to be really like fresh and warm, like alive.
Guess.
Love that.
See, it's funny though, because this is supposed to be at night, but it looks like it's the light coming through a...
Well, again, they have to light the scenes.
Yeah.
If you've ever been living in a kind of a small town or rural wooded area at night, there's like no light.
Oh, I know.
There's, the fact that they have all that light around, that it's because it's basically a giant outdoor set that's being lit. So, you kind of have to take certain liberties with the lighting. That's one of the hardest things to do with light is at night, because you have to make the light feel kind of natural, but at the same time, it has to be bright enough, to light the scene. I've seen some, like, movies where the way they light night is terrible. Like, it literally looks like a floodlight, because that's essentially what they're using.
At least the Demogorgon was nice enough to wait for you guys to bandage your hands.
I know, have a little moment. Look at his face there, like, get the fuck out of here. You can't even... Again, it was the most surprising kind of character arc for this character. Did not see it coming. I was very pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad.
Yeah. It's just like he just walked in
Poor
like
Steve.
he's like
Like the
walked in
worst.
the I know worst time for anything.
God damn. Steve's just like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
It was just so like he just showed up to be a nice guy and he just walked into like the worst shit ever. That's funny. I know. I just love how it can kind of phase in and out.
It's more terrifying that way, though.
Well, I know because it's like it can, in theory, kind of pop out anywhere, which obviously is the idea.
It's just funny, though, because obviously it's one of those things if Nancy and what's his face?
Ooh, real quick, we have
Yeah.
the egg. So I'm assuming that's implying that's where the Demogorgon came out of, correct?
I'm assuming, yeah. But yeah, basically, if they weren't over there distracting the Demogorgon, I'm pretty sure these guys would have been killed.
Well,
Because again, obviously, we saw the other guy try to go in earlier.
and it got him.
Yeah. So it's like, thank God they actually decided to go through with it and not listen to Hawk, because they would be dead. Pretty sure.
Well, see, again, that's why I don't think the Demogorgon is from there because there'd be a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's supposed to be kind of like aliens when they find like the derelict ship on the planet. Is it LV-426? I think it is. It's not from there. It was brought there or got trapped there. God, that's terrible. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just so strange. Like, it's a flashback, and it's probably the most tragic thing in this show. Because a lot of the stuff that's in this show is like fun tragic. It's bad, but it's fun. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You wouldn't want it to happen to you, but it's fun to watch. That's one of those things where it's like, oh God, it's just no. There's no version of this, real or fictional, where it's just, where it's fun or cool. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's heartbreaking.
Steve's just like, so can we talk about what just happened?
Yeah. Oh, this moment coming up. Like it's just such a cool visual.
No.
It's kind of reminds me a little bit too of like the barrels in Jaws when like the shark was near those yellow barrels that come up. I love when the creature always has some kind of tell that gives its presence away.
Ah!
See right here, is this digital or is this practical? I think this is a practical effect. That's digital.
It's the
Yeah.
alien moment.
I think when it was right on him, it was digital or practical.
Yeah, it might have been, yeah.
But you see, obviously the CGI probably isn't the greatest, but I like how there he is. God, Steve just keeps defying expectation. I love that. But yeah, see, I like how they use like the strobe effect as like to hide. Ow.
Yep.
But it hides the CGI a little bit, so you get just enough of it where you see it, but not enough where it like looks too fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought it was very clever how they hit it. Reminds me of the relic right there, the end of the movie, where they catch the Cthulhu on fire.
Yeah. So Steve, thanks for coming back.
I still have to shoot you though.
Well, she ran out of bullets. Well, I guess they have more, just not.
Oh, lucky Steve. He's just not getting shot today. Again, I love how it escapes. It just kind of, but that's my point. Does it can it create the portals? Because it seems like everybody else had to kind of like find one, but I'm wondering if it kind of brings it with them. Like
Well, it
it's
might be whatever type of creature it is has the ability to kind of phase through.
that. I see. I'm thinking it's more or less like it's kind of connected with the Upside Down. So wherever it goes, it's kind of a living breach in time and space,
Yeah.
and that's why it's able to kind of make the breaches kind of wherever they want. Whereas like for instance like them when they found that one in the woods, they had to find it, and it's probably because it came through the woods, therefore it created it.
And it's just so funny because it's like those lights went from being like menacing and scary, and now it's like, oh.
Now it's hope. Well, yeah, well again that's the.
And it's dumb because it's such a simple effect, but it's so good.
Well, it's also
God.
well, it's also just it's how first of all how they're coming on. They're coming on slowly,
Yeah.
as opposed to kind of flickering. And even just little musical cues they add in the background. I mean, it's such a subtle shift in the music, and yet it completely changes the dynamic of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I find a lot about filmmaking, even like television. That's what really kind of that's kind of the art of storytelling on screen. It's a lot of subtlety. I think a lot of people think that to make a point or to kind of express something, you need to kind of make a grand gesture of it. When in actuality, it's very simple things that communicate a lot of information to people.
Jesus.
The fact that his voice cracks like that, it's so much funny. She loves Eggos. Eggos?
Probably one of the few things she's actually been able to eat outside of whatever
Yeah.
fed her.
No, no. maybe you could wear the wig again. That was pretty cool. It is a small town, though, so to be fair.
Oh, no.
Kidding. Again, it's funny because right there, it's like, what if she freaked out and like snapped his neck?
Yeah. But here's the thing. I know it's really sweet, but realistically, would she know the significance of a kiss? You know what I mean?
Maybe. Well, she was like watching TV and stuff.
Oh, I guess,
so.
yeah.
I think it's kind of, she picked up on certain social cues.
Oh,
He's probably like, that son of a bitch.
Thank God he wanted some fucking pudding.
Yeah.
Even though I'm like, how do they know they're at the school?
Well, Hopper told them.
Oh, yeah, because I forgot.
That was the deal,
I was thinking, yeah. Even though I'm like, Hopper, what if they didn't keep the kids alive like you wanted? I mean, I guess it's kind of the risk he had to take.
Yeah, I mean, again, no one's saying Hopper is, a mad genius or anything. It is kind of what it is.
Son of a bitch. Looks like they were having a pudding party.
Pudding. Oh, God. Again, I love this. It's like a cornered animal, like when she becomes dangerous. I love
Fucking
how they...
from the eyes. God damn.
I know. I love how intense she is. She's just like, fucking kill you.
And again, not only the fact that she was able to take all those people out, but I'm like the fact that she was able to not take out these guys.
Exactly, and I think that's honestly why she even like tired her out, because the level like kind of precision control she needed to do. It wasn't just like just brah,
it
hit every.
The radius. It was like particular.
I think that's why it was difficult for her. She had to literally like kind of lock on to each individual person, because again, if she just kind of did like a blanket sweep of it, she would have gotten the other guys too. Seriously, this is like Silent Hill right here.
I know.
Part of me kind of wonders if that's where the Duffer Brothers even got the idea.
It might have been.
Yeah, I think right here this is a green screen. Again, though, if you use enough low lighting, you can hide a lot. I love that music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a green screen shot. I can tell. I mean, it doesn't look bad. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying it's... I think it is.
Oh, Lucas.
Love that.
Can you call me something? Call me an actual name?
God, the guy is such a creep.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think it can just kind of phase in and out at will.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
Well, yeah, but I think it's because it is somehow like kind of connected with the Upside Down.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Even though I'm kind of like, the other dude definitely should have grabbed 11. I'm like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be protecting her, right? And you. I mean, I guess then again, he's been trying to see what's in there, so for him. And that's what we call karma.
Even though some people said they think he's going to come back somehow, or we don't see his body, do we?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, but these guys really lucked out with the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
There was always something else that was attracting that, elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. And it's ironic because they're fucking trailing it, so.
But think of it, it's a great ambush tactic because for it can still see where it's going because it's just the Upside Down is just,
Yeah.
So as long as it can sense or smell the blood, even though it doesn't see the people, it can like know where they're standing on the other side and then come through.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, it's really clever. So those are all people in there, right?
Mm-hmm. You said there were 6 people that had been taken. There's Barb.
But that's a weird thing. It almost feels like Alien because it's almost like cocooning people up. And I'm wondering if that's what they're going for. I'm wondering if, like, there he is. If that big thing we're seeing in the promos of season 2 is almost like the Queen.
Could be.
Like, this is like a drone, basically.
Don't know if that'd be the smartest idea, but.
Well,
I guess that's all you
nothing
can
to lose
do.
at this point. Oh, that is down deep.
Yeah, that's gross.
Oh, shit. Ah.
I like how he's the one that had to carry. He's probably the only one that could lift her. Not that,
Yeah, well, he's a bigger one.
Yeah. Could say not that 11 spot. But the other 2 are very, very lean, non-muscular looking.
I love how he's keeping it together for her right here.
I know.
You know. I love how it sounds.
Mm.
The wrist rocket. I love that. When in doubt, they're going to go ahead and... I love that.
All you're doing is pissing it off.
I'm working! And I love for like dramatic effect how it's walking slow. And meanwhile, everybody else like tore through them. When I first saw this shot, the fake out they're gonna do, like I was fooled for like a second. I was like, what? Like right there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, is this like the power of belief or something? Nope. No.
Just a badass bitch doing what she does best.
Yeah.
Look at her fucking eyes. You notice they're like red?
Yep.
God, that's fucking terrifying. Isn't it like when there's extreme trauma, that's when your eyes go red like that too? So it's
Yeah,
like,
and I think it's all the blood vessels in her eyes are
yeah.
bursting. So I think it's like basically what turning it into a portal, basically.
I still don't exactly know what she does to it. I don't know if she basically forces like its molecules apart or something, like literally disintegrating it almost.
But she disappears because of it. I think
Yeah.
like it pulls her into the upside down.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I think she's creating
Yeah,
a
she
rift.
makes so much energy that she basically created a rift and sucked herself into it, but
Fatality. I love the impression. You can kind of see it. Gosh, she's such a boss.
I know.
There's a shot I've saw in the promos for season 2 where it looks like it picks up right after that shot there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see kind of what happened to her right away. Is it true that chest compressions don't work now? They said they don't work as well.
I don't know.
I heard something where they said that chest compressions actually don't. I don't know. Even if it didn't, I think it's the visual is so familiar
Yeah.
to people that
I'm thinking maybe if it's like if you got water or something in your lungs,
it's supposed to drive it out.
yeah, and that makes a little more sense to me. But in terms of just trying to get the heart beating, quote
I don't
unquote,
know. That's the thing.
I think air is what does that. I mean, again, if there's something blocking the passage, I think that would help. But if you're just dying, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure.
unless it's like a defibrillator where it's actually electrifying at
Maybe.
the same time, I don't think punching
Well,
him in the chest is gonna make him.
At that point, I mean, what do you got to lose,
I
right?
know. Well, it's funny because I read a lot of time. Well, I haven't read, but I heard that there's been times where people tried to give CPR and they actually
Break the ribs.
break their ribs and puncture lungs and end up killing them.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think there's
again,
a
in
big
this
lawsuit
case,
of
I
it.
feel like, hey,
Well, yeah, in
Who you
this
got?
case, obviously.
that's such a
Fucking
beautiful shot right there. I love
Will
that.
has seen some shit.
Yeah.
Like, how do you?
How do you bounce back from that?
Yeah, I guess we'll see next season.
Yeah, I guess
but
so.
God damn, 1 week in that place. Yeah, you know, thank God I'm not hurt. Otherwise, he would have just hurt me more.
That's right. I love how it kind of ends with almost like this, almost like surreal, dreamlike kind of vibe to it. Like it's almost like you're waking up from like a nightmare, and it's just kind of like a haze is kind of being lifted off of you. Because it's just like, what the hell did we just go through? You know what I mean? I mean, when you're in the moment, obviously it's very, you're in the moment. You're not really thinking much of anything else. But when it's kind of after the fact, it's got to be like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
Can't wait to read that kid's memoirs.
Oh my god, I know.
Again, it's going to be really interesting seeing him in season 2 because, again, I know he's a part of the team, but he was absent for so long.
Yeah.
Like, we just kind of think of the other three.
And again, think about it. Like, he died. They had a funeral. There was a body. Like, how is not just
Well, yeah, that's
he
the
gonna
thing.
deal with it, but like, how is the whole
Town.
gonna
Yeah,
deal
that's
with
what
that?
I'm going to be curious about because obviously they know some shit went down weird because, yeah, like I said, they found the body. So what was that all about? Obviously, they're going to reveal the body was a fake. It's like, so. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting really seeing him in the group now.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see what he's going to be like when 11 comes back.
I know. Well, that's my thing. I wonder if he remembers kind of sensing or seeing
Yeah.
or whatever their interaction, like.
I know. I'm thinking there might be something up with Will, though.
Well, obviously.
Obviously, but I'm wondering if he's going to be kind of like possessed or kind of like, I don't know. I love these guys are just wiped out.
I know. Well, and again, in a way, it's funny, like you were saying with the Demogorgon, how it can phase in and out. I wonder if maybe, because obviously you see at the very end of this,
Yeah.
and in the trailer for the new season, it's almost like he's phasing in and out. So I wonder if somehow being there,
Yeah.
basically, it's like it infects you.
That's what I'm wondering, too. Look how strong he is. Like, get out of my way. Please continue. I like that. It's where their brains out and blood was coming out. I love it. I love how they just feel like
And then-
authentic boys.
Poor fucking Nancy, she's like, oh yeah, Barb's fucking dead still.
Oh yeah.
But at least they got their friend back. And he got his brother back.
Now we So it's one of those things. Yeah, all those guys are dead, but it's like,
It's still the government.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so.
saying. Obviously this isn't.
He's like, God damn it. I was hoping when you guys got killed that this would be over.
No. Again, if anything, I think season 2 it's going to show that it's going up higher up the food chain
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Like I think the people who are pulling their strings are going to kind of step into the fray. That's something no one else is really talking about either. I wonder what the government's involvement is going to be in season 2 because obviously they're not done.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning, basically. Yeah, see that shot of space there, I think that's indicating, like, yeah, there's something more extraterrestrial going on. Which is awesome. And I love now it's like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What's coming next
I
season?
know.
God, I especially want to play D&D so bad.
I know, right?
I'm wondering if this is how they're gonna kill the Thessal Hydra in season 2, the Fireball. I'm wondering if this is like kind of forecasting the whole thing. His face like, fuck yeah. His face.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. It makes me almost want to be a kid again. Oh, I mean, almost, but. I love how they kept it up for her.
I know.
No. I'm a terrible person, so I didn't, you know. Oh, so do I want it? It's like just like barely gave him anything there.
God, if I was Will, I'm like, I feel like I'd be triggered by the snow because it's a lot like the kind
Oh
of crap
yeah,
from the.
that's true. Sweet, they replaced the camera, but there's one last little reveal. Well, not one last, but right here.
Yeah.
And I like it. Yep, she's still with him.
He did come save the day.
I know. I love how he kind of, again, the biggest surprise of all, he came through and became like a
A
good.
not douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. And I heard it go say Cap Ready. I heard they just loved him so much as the actor.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we don't want to like kill him off, so let's just kind of rewrite the character a little bit. But I think it works really well because a it's not what you're expecting, and it's just I don't know. It's nice to see a nice kind of redemption arc. Bitch took my cigarette. So here's a part that always kind of gave me a few questions, and you guys will see what we're talking. Again, I'm assuming you guys have already watched this, but I think it's there you go, implying that he leaves it there for 11.
Yeah.
So again, is the question: has she already come back through the Upside Down by this point?
I'm assuming so.
But like, where is she staying though? Like, she wouldn't be just out in the woods, would she?
I don't know. She'd sleep there before. I mean, obviously, again, spoilers, but I mean, I guess at this point, it doesn't matter. But
Hey, there's the dog you never see again.
I know. But obviously in the trailer we see 11 grab that stuff.
That's
And it was exactly what he had put in there.
Well, yeah, so I think season 2 is actually technically happening around...
This time.
Well, no, because it's next year, because it's Halloween, 1984. So she's
But it's implying, obviously, that
by this point, she's already come back. Well, when you finally see her come back, she's got the long hair. So I think she's been back for a while. He's been hiding.
I'm assuming
her.
they're going to show initially what happened right after, and then they'll probably skip ahead.
Talking about the Atari. I know a lot of video games become kind of more of an aesthetic in the second one. She's washing his hands. Well, being where he was, I'd become a germaphobe too.
I know.
Uh-oh.
He's got a hairball.
Oh.
It's nasty. Gonna clog your drains, kid.
I love that. It's like, it's like right away, it's like, uh-oh. A false sense of security, just when everything you think is okay, it's like, nope. But it gets you excited for what's to come, because you realize that, it gives you a sense of, like, the worst has yet to come.
But again, I'm like, that's my thing. I'm wondering if being there so long, it's a similar thing where he can phase in and out now.
I don't know, or he can bring the world in and out. The Upside Down, basically. Love it. Well, there we have it, folks. That is the conclusion of Season 1 of Stranger Things.
So good.
We'll catch you guys again on Season 2. See you then. Peace!
Peace!